Hello guys, I'm Purenature and today I will talk to you about war campaigns. Now, before we start, I really want to know your opinion about the war campaigns, my videos and stuff, so don't hesitate to leave a comment below. That said, let's continue. The war campaigns were added on the last alpha bit and you may have seen them on MMO Champion or Wowhead to be referred as Ready for War quests, but I don't agree with that name since the Ready for War is an achievement that you will need to set a foothold on each of the zones of your enemy faction. So for the alliance that will be Zuldazar, Nazmir, Vol'dun, and for the horde will be Drastvar, Tirithgard Sound and Stormsong Valley. Now, what we know. The campaigns are tied to the Battle for Azeroth champions and the new currency for our mission tables that is named War Resources, and we learned about that on the latest Q&A for Battle for Azeroth. So, from my knowledge, at the moment I only know where the Alliance can access them on the Alpha servers, and that will be on Boralus Harbor on the first slip on top of a big ship. There, the ship looks like it came from Stormwind since it doesn't bear any Kultiran emblems. So, on top of that ship, you will talk to the commander in order to get a quest, and after that, to the table, and you will be presented with 3 choices. For me, it will be Zuldazar, Nazmir, and Vol'dun. Now, I know for a fact that Vol'dun's zone is not available yet, probably it's not ready for us to play it on the alpha server, so I chose to go with Zuldazar. Normally, after that it will tell you to go and talk to another NPC or somewhere in order to get transported to Zuldazar, but that was not the case. So I started searching around and my answer was behind the commander at the Admiral. Now our campaign to Zuldazar is for us to help the Dark Iron Dwarves establish a foothold because they have found relics and artifacts of great power. So when I stepped my foot at Zibala, and that's the name of the place there, I saw a couple of hordes that didn't show any interest in me being there, although I want to have a bit of PvP. It could be a change of pace from all the questing that I have done. Anyway, that didn't happen, so I kept going with my quest when I stumbled upon a Nightborn camp with a ship at the shore and a great artifact that the Dark Iron Dwarfs told me to get for them. So from what I understand is that when we finish the war campaign quest, probably we will unlock world quests there. So I might speculate here that the world quest might be the same for Alliance and for Hordes, so we will probably see a lot of PvP action. Although I can clearly see it happening, a lot of people not being flagged as PvP and pretty much spoiling the fun from the PvPers and the gankers. Now, during your stay there, you will be going to a place that is called Little Tortoyant, and I was kinda confused first, because when I found where that was, it was inside the Zuldazar Harbor. I mean, you can clearly see from there the Dazara Lord, the Horde capital. Anyway, even though I wanted to venture further, I didn't do it because I knew that the NPCs there will probably kill me with ease. Now, let me go back a bit to what I was saying because I got sidetracked and we will finish with a couple of things that I found. So, what's the purpose for us doing the war campaigns or Ready for War quests or whatever have you? If you ask me, the purpose is for Blizzard to be able to tell the story on both sides with a bit more detail, because, okay, we are questing as Alliance to our zones, but what happens on the other 3 zones, on the Horde zones I mean. So they will send you there to discover what the Hordes or Alliance are up to, and if you want to find more about the story on each zone, I will recommend leveling both factions in order to get the full scope of what that war between the Alliance and the Horde is. Anyway, to finish it with something funny and wrap it up. So, during my adventure at Zuldazar as an Alliance, I found a funny quest that you are a big fairy golem smashing goblins, and that reminded me of something. Do you remember back in Uldum on the Cataclysm expansion where you were a boulder going downhill and smashing goblins? That was pretty much the same, but for me it was a bit more fun. And that was all of it. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, comment, share with your friends and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Bye!